only platforms we need to focus is emails and LinkedIn. You're going to get speaking gigs from LinkedIn for sure, and also emails, because everyone is on their emails.
So I'm feeling good this morning.
Awesome.
Look at you all jazzed up in a suit again, eh? You wanted to make a good impression for Felix.
Lifetime value. And then one thing I wanted to know is how many in the team at the moment, and what are the roles? Obviously, both of you guys. Yeah. Okay. So we're head of R&D, operations, that inventor, like you said, and who's kind of just consulting at the moment. So who's in charge of now reaching out to customers? How many customers are we reaching out to? Whose department is that?
Felix.
And what are the numbers? How many? What does it look like?
Rarely do much outbound.
Okay, so that's actually a good thing. So you're telling me that we're getting so much inbound that without even kind of doing outbound, there's even already kind of too much in terms of happening inbound. Is that correct?
Somewhat. So, like, there's a lot coming. Inbound doesn't completely keep me busy, but we get enough inbound leads. And I also, business development for me is like multi-sided. So half it is the sales and the other half is helping manage the team to make sure we're getting the orders out the door. So we could be having more leads, 100%.
So you have where you're doing sales, you're on sales, and then also on operations a little bit, making sure we're retaining our customers.
Yeah, and I also do help with the marketing. So I'm across by quite a few things. Classic small team. You know,
people suffer from wearing too many hats, Segura.
Yeah.
And part of the win of succeeding at this growing the business will be that we'll recruit people.
Exactly. And even some of the functions in what like we can introduce here is we can now train someone to do those roles, where it's like your role is literally bringing people through the door. So with the inbound, what's the conversion rate at the moment? How many are we converting into customers? And you're saying those are partnerships, collaborations, so it's someone who has access to our audience or to your audiences. Is that what you mean?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
So you said they're collaborations. What does that mean by their collaborations? Touched on some really good points there. Can we go back on a little bit? You said, so there's the contract manufacturing. Who are the other audience that you said was a shorter time? Was it within 3 months?
Retailers.
Okay.
And distributors.
Retailers and distributors. So that one could take up to 3 months. Is it the co-manufacturing? It's longer because you guys have to build out something for them. Is that right? Mm-hmm. But the retailers, not so. They want it quicker. 50K. Yeah, and that could look like 5 clients. Okay, and then doubling the pipeline. If we double it, can production handle it?
Yes,
they can. And let's say 6 to 12 months from now, like where do we want to be? What's the end result from here? If we have that 50K, we're getting those 5 clients coming in each month. What does 12 months look like from now? Well, like to be honest, guys, for me it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple here. It's the pipeline. I think Alf just hit the nail on the head. We just need to fill that pipeline in as much as possible. It comes down to numbers game. So what? That's 5 clients, let's say, or 5 to 4, it's a numbers game. If we can we reach out to 2,000 people in this month? 2,000 people, 1% of 2,000 is 20 people. If Felix now gets in the room with 20 people, can he close 5? I believe he can. What conversion rate is that? I don't know. My math's not the best. What is it?
25%.
25%. So I think he can even hit 30%, to be honest. Right, from 20 people. So for me, that's what it is. I wanted to ask a little bit about on the investor side, but from what I gathered, we know our audience is the architects, the retail, and the manufacturers. To me personally, they all sound like LinkedIn and email type of audience. You told me Instagram, that I'm usually in the B2B, usually like LinkedIn and email is such a huge factor in where we get our customers. So for example, if I show you this is how we track absolutely everything. Is like, how many calls did I make? How many emails? So if I didn't hit my 50K or what that goal is, well, it's clear because I didn't do my numbers properly, because it's just a numbers game, right? And so we see a lot of meetings get booked just also with the strategy. So you can see here the emails 48, 70, 99, 60, 52. We use an AI. We've got to warm up the domains first. And all our outbound is all value. So if I call you and I say, hey, Alf, I've been seeing what you're doing on LinkedIn. I'd love to have you on my podcast. If you take a cold call like that, you're going to be like, oh shit, you're going to respond to it, right? But that's our way in getting them getting meetings. We need, the more people that we can be in front of, the more sales we're going to make. So that's all I see with you guys. How could we, a type of partnership looking, okay, how do we install this function in the business where no matter in good times or bad times, that pipeline is full. I go to all these different companies. I used to work in a call center. These guys are making millions of dollars, but every day they have people 8 hours a day working those phones. It doesn't matter how big their business is, because exactly what Alf said, it's the pipeline. If we fill up the pipeline with the right customers, of course, not bullshit customers, but the right customers, I can't see no reason for them not to come into our funnel. I can't see no reason for us not to make that 50K. Within, again, you got to give it time. Within, 2 months, you got to warm up the emails, the LinkedIn and emails is what I see. If we just hit that 2,000, let's say we contact 2,000 retailers, we can do different segments, right? We can also speak to investors, but 2,000 people a month, if we contact the right people, your customers, out of that 2,000, 1%, 20 people, out of that 20 people, we get meetings booked in. Felix can convert minimum 5, and we're hitting our targets. So that's how I see it. So our role is more, okay, this is not a marketing issue like we talked about last time. It's not a marketing issue. I think we put it here. Marketing is not the problem. It's the pipeline of right buyers is. That's it. Marketing is just the pipeline of right buyers. So let's fill up the pipeline. And filling up the pipeline, again, we have AI now. So before, you'd have a sales rep. I still believe in cold calling. I still believe in that. If we had an AI to help us do that, yes. And maybe we can look at, okay, who's in our database? Who can we get referrals from? Who can we call? Great. But in terms of going cold, LinkedIn, email, we can look at Instagram. And so that's what we need to build in this company, is that kind of that sales team. How can we now build up a sales team where we have AI helping us? We have, us prompting it, because it's how you prompt it. If we prompt it really good, not just AI bullshit, copy and paste bullshit, but really add value to your customers by LinkedIn, trust me, they're going to, I see it all the time. They're going to reply. Once they reply, they're in our funnel, and we're doing 50K minimum. And then as we go and improve the sales, then we'll be doing 100K a month. Or, again, our sales cycles are long, right? So retailers 3 months, that also is a big factor, because we can do all the numbers in this month here, but some of these people, we close them in. That's happened. We've had people here in July on our meetings, but then we've closed them here, so it is also the sales cycle that we have as well. So yeah, what do you guys think?
I think we're having the right conversation at the moment.
I like your energy.
There you go. That's not a bad start. It's like your energy, and I think we're having the right conversation. You're fucking winning.
Yeah, I think the core of what you're saying is correct. As in, I'm with you. Love the way you're saying it.
And I agree with you. It doesn't have to be 2,000. We usually start, it could be 1,200. What we did this last month, we didn't do 2,000. We did 1,200 people. 1,200 people we contacted. Some people reply, they leave their email signature. I'll then pick up the phone and call. But the point of what we're saying is correct. Could even be 1,200 people. Contact 1,200 of the right people. 1% of that, that's what? 12 people. Out of 12 people, 1% of 1,200 is 12. Out of 12 people, you'll definitely close 5 or close 4. That's a good start. So yeah, I'm with you. I appreciate you like the energy. It's just I can't help myself. That's just how it is. And if I see it, yeah. Anyway, Alf, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, look, I like that we've had this conversation. I actually feel quite stimulated and excited by it. I like seeing how you're managing your own work. Mm-hmm. And I'm just thinking, hey, we can learn a little bit from hanging around with you, mm-hmm. And we might be able to manage some of our own processes internally a little mm-hmm. bit more efficiently as well.
Cool. How does Friday look for you guys? 3 p.m. My sister told me Friday 3 p.m. is good for me.
Okay, guys, just finished my previous meeting. Had a really good meeting today with a guy. Yeah, he's a confidant to a lot of CEOs. It was a great conversation, had a coffee, and that's what life's about. It's about building relationships. That's what my day is like. This day, podcast in the morning, meetings. Got my next meeting. We did a speaker reel for David Burns. And so now we're going to look on how we can partner more. What can we do next? How can we build with AI now? As you guys are seeing, who sponsors this video, we're partnered with AI SDR, whether we run it for people or we set it up for them, or we just send them there directly to the company, AI SDR, who have the blueprint of booking meetings through AI at scale. We always believe in prompting it. That's why we have our ability to be in there controlling it and prompting it and helping you set up with the right scripts, right? This right sales scripts to get the sales. That's what moves the needle, not just using AI, but also human intelligence, which we believe in. So yeah, you could do it. You can cut it down. As I said, I think YouTube Shorts now allows like 3 minutes, but exactly, you can 30 seconds. Same thing, Instagram. You can, I would squeeze the juice out of it. So like, we're not going to let people forget. Boom, now we have it vertically. Before it's been horizontal. And I think it's great, and I can see I'm still seeing comments on my end from it as well. Now we've got to look at what's the next quarter. We're going into October. Let's say maybe to get speaking gigs from this. Yes, it can happen locally, but to get it could be hard from now until the rest of the year. Yeah. So more, this is now we plan for next year and getting those gigs. I'm thinking, do we target? This is where we're brainstorming. Do we just go for what's one industry can we target for this next quarter? Can we target? So what are your thoughts? Where do you want to be speaking?
Look, I think Utopia is,
The way you're sitting in front of me is also through Sales Navigator. It's through LinkedIn. That's the reason why we're connected, is because we know how to use these platforms. So let's actually try. So you said food, MCG. You can see who it gives up. Who is the person, do you think, let's say company headcount, usually, what would you say would it be? Is it this is corporate, right?
Yeah.
Or you said the CEO. So if we can get you in front of the CEO to be like, oh, who's this guy? Or can we get him to watch the speaker reel that he said, sends it to his assistant, says, hey, let's get that guy at our next, can we now create this? So we either speak to the CEOs, maybe their assistants. It's a numbers game. So how many emails can we send? Because those people at Coke, emails, they're on their emails, man. If we strike a good email in there, it can break through. Same as those CEOs, same as executives, we can target those industries. Now, the options to do that is, this is the most cost efficient option, which is what we're using right now. So I use this in my business right as we speak. Yeah. There's two options. So I pay for LinkedIn Sales Navigator.
Yeah.
Which is what I just showed you. I pay for this. So as you can see, or someone said no thank you, but I have boom, here's my so look, messages going out every single day, which is where we track over here. How many cold messages? So you can see here 5120. How many cold messages are we sending? So that's with Sales Navigator, which is a must get for everyone, I could advise. So that's on LinkedIn, because speaking engagements, the only platforms we need to focus is emails and LinkedIn. You're going to get speaking gigs from LinkedIn for sure, and also emails, because everyone is on their emails. So we use Instantly. Instantly, I pay about $99, I think $99 USD or $100 somewhere. You can have a look at it. It's called Instantly AI. I pay $99 a month or something. So I pay $99 for Instantly, about $120 for Sales Navigator. So only 200 and something. And then obviously I have people in there now managing this, and I come and look at it every day. So you can see how many emails are going out. So if I go here.
Yeah, cool.
So what I'm thinking is, because there was two options what could have happened, where there's I can show, let's say we set it up on your behalf where I can show you how to do it, or we can bring in an assistant. Maybe you have an assistant and they can either run it, or exactly, we can just do this for you. And then we've got to do it where I don't want to, like, also with like cash flow and things, it's got to make sense for you, where you can't just have money coming out and nothing's coming in. It has to get results. So I'm thinking we even go on a commission basis, but there has to be, just in terms of that setup fee, or for me to be able to kind of fund my team to help get this going. So, like, you know, and that could be, like, just every month we're just managing, like, yes, we're doing it. We are acting as a speaker bureau, and we're doing that. Whatever comes in, this speaker rule, we've put it on our platforms too. We're seeing people, if someone comes to us, we can offer you, but that's a long-term game. That's a 12-month game. It doesn't come in. By getting quicker results is by being on the attack. So we need to obviously delegate the sources there. So what would be in your budget? I want you to give me, like, what could you say, be like, look, or even if it could even be a one-time thing, just so we can set up, even on a lower amount, but we set it up on our end. Even we don't even have to get because there's two options. You'd either have to create a new account under David Burns, or we can act as a speaking bureau. No retainer, just a one-time fee just to set it up. And now we just work for commission after that. That's what I'm thinking, is we'll just work for commission, like, because we know if we prompt it really fucking good and we can get 10, you can get 10,000, we can get 20% commission off that. Happy days. You don't have to pay a retainer. We're getting paid. You win. It's a vested interest. But just to set up the campaign and set up the time for this quarter, because results are not going to come straight away. So that's why I say, I believe it's best we work for commission. That's a better way to do it. So you don't have, it's no risk for you, but just to have that set up. So we'd now look at a budget to say, okay, how can we just set this up, and what's the value that's going to come out of that?
If you really enjoyed this video, make sure to click here, and I'm sure you're going to love that one.